Hey guys, welcome to A Girl Named Jared. So it's been about 4.5 months since I started on testosterone, and I wanted to do a quick update after my doctor's appointment. So basically, at my doctor's appointment, we went over just a few different things, checked my blood levels, everything seems to be on pace, and the changes are comfortable for me, and that was a big thing that was talked about is how do I feel about all of the different changes that are happening. And this video is going to go over some of those changes so that way if you're looking for people who have done a low dose and you want to know what the results look like, or if you are yourself questioning what those things are going to look like, you have a resource. So for me, biggest changes so far have been facial hair. I get a lot of hair underneath here, which is super patchy and going up towards the bottom of my chin. So I shave about every 1.5 to 2 weeks. My upper lip was already pretty dark to begin with, so staying on top of taking care of that until it can actually grow and be filled in because I don't like the patchy look. Also, thicker hair on legs and thighs and potentially on my arms. Can't really tell. It seems like it, but I'm not 100% sure if that's true or if that's just one of those now I feel like I'm seeing hair everywhere. Other things that have changed is I sweat a lot more, and I know it's a little bit hotter this summer than it has been in the past, but I had to change my t-shirt 3 times the other day because it was soaking wet. I think this is unique because I don't bind. Also, my body odor has started to change in the way that it smells, not in a bad way, so don't be super grossed out by it, but your body odor in general just changes. I can't even explain it because I'm so used to the way that I smell by myself, but somebody else was like, "Oh, you smell different." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, do I smell bad?" And they were like, "No, you smell fine. You just smell a little bit different. Still me, just a little bit different." And that was the best that we could come to a conclusion on how to explain that. Other thing that I noticed and I talked to my doctor about is my mood has stabilized a lot more than it ever has been in the past. So I've consistently struggled with thoughts of suicide and dealt with depression and self-harm all the way from 3rd grade all the way up through when I started making these videos over a year ago. That has always been something where I would go into really dark moments and just struggle to come back out of them and to still function and have a regular life. For the first time in ever, it feels like I've just been able to live my life. Does that mean I don't have bad days? No, of course, everybody has bad days. But I don't get so lost in that dark place that I can't come out and experience the life that's going on around me anymore. So that's been a really good thing. My doctor said that either could be the hormones fluctuating in my body, and that's eventually what's stabling out my mental health, or it could just be a psychological thing, or it could honestly be a combination of the two, where psychologically I feel like I'm a lot better because I'm becoming showing the physical signs of who I really am on the inside. And it could also be that the hormones is actually balancing things out. So that's a really healthy thing that's been happening in addition to everything else. Um, Body changes, which was the biggest thing for me. My hips have become more straight up and down. Um, Part of that is the fat is readjusting itself, and part of that is just making sure that I'm working out on a regular basis. So I do a push pull leg days. So on push days, I'm doing chest, shoulders, triceps. On pull days, I am doing my back and my biceps, making sure I get my lower back along with my traps all the way up through my neck. And then on leg days, that's just making sure I cover all of my legs. And then I also try to do abs every other day. You can never overwork your abs, so that's something I just do it every other day due to time. I'm working out about 3 days a week. Ideally, I want that to be 4 or 5, but right now that's just what fits in my work schedule and how I can make everything manage. I will do a whole different video on the workout and the reasons I'm doing the type of workout that I am. But overall, my whole body has become a little bit more straight across the top, a little bit wider, and then slowly slimming down into the waist. And then you always want to do your legs because you don't want to look disproportionate. You don't want to be that person. Last thing, which I'm going to put a comparison in here, the last thing has been voice changes. I do feel like my voice is straining on a regular basis to be able to project, and I can't hit high notes anymore, but I can hit some kind of cool lower notes in songs that I sing, along with the radio, things like that. So that's been kind of cool to hear. It's not drastic, and if you you see me on a daily basis, you're not going to notice those changes. You're not going to notice the difference. If you only see me every couple of months, you're going to notice that there's something a little bit different. So I'm going to put a comparison in here. Hey guys, welcome to A Girl Named Jared.
Welcome to A Girl Named Jared. This is a video blog where I explain what it's like to be a boy stuck in a girl's body.
As you can see, there has been a deepening of my voice. It's not super drastic, but it is definitely there. And then, like I said, I deal with feeling like my voice is strained, so I just drink a lot more water and try to make sure I'm taking some vocal breaks. But I'm also still trying to stretch it and trying to make sure that I am not losing the ability to sing for the little bit that I do sing, and not losing the ability to hit all different ranges. So a lot of that is just practice, but this is pretty much my normal voice now. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, funny antidotes, share in the comments below. Also, if you have NB friends, or if this really helps you and you think it's going to help another group that you are in touch with, please share the video, embed it on your websites, or do whatever it is that you kids do these days on Tumblr. Put it out there. I know there's not a lot of videos for people who are on low doses or on doses of gel. I'm on androgel. I think I'm still saying that wrong. 2 pumps a day. I put it on my hips. I used to put it on my chest. I'm kind of rotating due to the alcohol content was making my skin break out a little bit on my chest, but that's nothing super concerning and was easy to fix by just rotating the area that I'm putting it on my body. I let it soak in after I shower, move on with my day, and it's not been any kind of an issue. And so after a low dose of 4.5 months, this is where I'm at right now. So for all of you NBs who had questions, this is what the changes look like. You don't have control over some of them, but everything so far has been very easy to manage as it comes along because the changes are not coming so quickly, and that I really appreciate. So once again, share it, like it, pass it along, leave comments. If you do have some questions or something else you want to see in a different video, let me know. Videos that I have planned coming up next would be a workout video, and then I also want to cover what I wore all summer long for swimming outfits, because I know that that is a huge area of dysphoria, and yet when it's hot outside, we all want to go swimming. So stay tuned for a video showing you how I comfortably jumped into the pool this summer. Thanks for watching, guys.